G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. It's January 26th. Happy Australia Day for those Australians. This is 2024, so what we've got here is US and Brent Crude oil. We're also looking at BP Proto Bay Royalty Trust. Looking at technical analysis plus an economic outlook, and there is a minor divergence to look out for, and we'll cover that in a second. So first off, looking at the US crude oil price. Now it's been fluctuating in this range. First let's talk about the trends, the weekly, daily and hourly. So on the weekly, first off, we do have the CCI 400 is below its moving average. So it's somewhat bearish to neutral, I would say. The CCI 150 is our divergence indicator. There's no divergence currently working on that one. So pretty much moving in line with the price. On the daily chart, you can see here the CCI 400, our trend indicator, is broken to the upside above its moving average. So that's a nice bullish signal. The CCI 150 is also moving in line with the price, and importantly, as I said in the beginning, the price has been fluctuating in this range now since late last year, and it's currently broken through that last resistance we had at 76.16. Now we're going to move that up to that point as the next key resistance, and see how it goes in the coming days. We've got these minor support resistance lines, these dotted lines, and they're still valid, so just keep an eye on those as well should the price retrace back to the downside. On the hourly chart, the CCI 400 is broken quite strongly to the upside in line with the price as well, so that's a nice bullish movement. Although I do note we've got a bearish divergence here. That low is just a bit lower than that high there. Sorry, that high on that CCI 150 is a bit lower than that high there versus the price making higher highs after it hit that resistance line. So just be mindful of that. It could break higher, in which case both the divergence would fail and that resistance will also be broken. But for this to work, we need to see the CCI 150 continue to the downside. As well, we should see the price also retrace, but at the moment it's on knife's edge and it's a very small divergence to be aware of. Next we look at Brent Crude, and that's pretty much the same story as the US crude price. You can see there the weekly is still breaking to the downside on the CCI 400. The 150 is moving in line with the price. The daily has broken up through its moving average and making new highs, similar to the US crude. There's no divergence on the CCI 150, and on the hourly likewise we've got a divergence currently playing out similar to the US crude. Now for those new to the channel, we do track these divergences. You can see there we had a couple of bullish divergences and they did break up, and I keep those rectangles as targets hit in past divergence. There was a couple of bullish ones there and there was a bearish one there, broke to the downside. There was another little bullish one there that broke up quite strongly. And since then, there's been no other divergence to really identify, except for this one at the moment, currently playing out. Next, we look at BP Proto Bay Royalty Trust. It's BPT. Now, this is on the weekly. It's actually quite strongly in a downturn, a bearish market. Likewise, the CCI 150 is no sign of a reversal yet. On the daily, we do have a potential bullish divergence here on the CCI 150 versus the price, higher lows versus lower lows on the price. The CCI 400 is actually broken above its moving average, so it's a slight bullish movement, but you'll note the price is pretty flat, hasn't really made any retrace yet. So again, we'll keep an eye on it, see how it goes, but for this to fail, we need to see the CCI break to the downside and lower than this point there. And on the hourly, I have drawn Fibonacci on that level there and some support resistance lines. There's a key support there at 241 and some minor support resistance lines are currently in that band, and that's our target area. Should it break above, you can see there's a bullish divergence on the CCI 150 versus the price, so that'll be our target area. First we need to see it break above this minor resistance. So let's look at some key economic outlook and some trends and developments. So demand concerns, global oil demand is expected to slow down in 2024 due to economic slowdowns in major economies. Supply side dynamics with increased production combined with stable output from other major producers is expecting supply to be well below balance for now. Price fluctuations for both Brent and US crude have seen downward pressure in recent weeks. And factors influencing prices, we've got geopolitical tensions, ongoing uncertainty surrounding the war in Ukraine, and potential OPEC and production cuts. Global economic headwinds, recessionary fears in major economies weighing on demand expectations, and inventory levels. Relatively high global oil inventories provide a buffer against supply disruptions. Other considerations in monitoring demand growth: closely watch economic data and forecasts to assess potential changes in oil demand and impacting prices. Look out for geopolitical risks. Stay informed about developments in the Ukraine and other potential disruptions to oil production. Inventory levels, track global oil inventory changes. They could indicate future adjustments in supply and pricing. And technical analysis, consider incorporating technical indicators to inform your trading strategies, but remember, they are not foolproof. Here's some data sources for further research should you wish to dig deeper. So again, just be mindful, there is a bit of a boost to the prices of US crude oil, and also Brent crude, but just be careful, there is a divergence, so we might see a bit of a retrace to the downside. So if you got value out of the video, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.